Hello, hello. So today we are on day 33. We are still working with perimeter, but we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're doing perimeter and unknown side lengths. Ooh. All right, so today our objective is I can find the unknown length of a polygon by using a known perimeter. So this is basically when we're going to know the length of different sides. We're going to know what the total perimeter is, and we're going to use that information to find a missing side length. So right here, we're going to start by looking at the solve and share. If you have not already completed the solve and share, go ahead and do that now. It just gives you a chance to be able to check your work and see how you're able to do. So John has 16 feet of wood that he uses to make a sandbox that has 4 sides. He makes sides with lengths of 6 feet, 5 feet, and 3 feet. What length should he make the fourth side in order to make the What length should he make the fourth side in order to use all 16 feet of the wood? Solve this problem any way you choose. So, I've been given some information with this. So let me pull you on over. I have my sandbox right here. And oops, I put down the lengths that I already know. This is my missing side of what I am trying to find right here. And I know that in total, all sides will be equal to 16 feet. So I need to first find my known. So I know the total, and I know what 3 sides are equal to. This is my unknown, this side. So I can take 6 plus 3 plus 5 and add these together. I can start by adding 6 plus 3 to give me 9, and 9 plus 5 will give me 14. So I know that 3 of the sides are going to equal 14, and I know that my total equals 16. So now to find this missing side, I'm going to need to subtract. So I'm going to subtract my total 16, subtract 14 from my total 16, which will give me 2. Now my answer is not just 2, it is 2 and my unit feet. So this missing length right here, I can erase this and go ahead and put in 2. Because if I add together 2 feet plus 5 feet plus 6 feet plus 3 feet, it will give me my total of 16 feet. So 2 feet is my missing side. All right, let's go ahead and look into our guided practice. Then I'm going to model some questions and then send you on your way to practice. So how can you find an unknown side length from the perimeter? Lilia is making a decoration out of straws and cloth with lace around the outside. How long should she cut the 4th straw to use all the lace? So it says Lilia has 22 inches of lace. Lilia needs to find the length that will give the shape a perimeter of 22 inches. So we can see, we know that this is 6 inches, this is 8 inches, and this is 4 inches. So we've been given 3 out of the 4 sides. So let's look at some of the strategies. First is you can draw a bar diagram and write an equation. Let x the length of the let x equal the length of the missing side. So you can see the total up at the top is 22, and we put in our knowns, which is 8, 6, and 4, and then our x is representing that unknown. So you can say 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus x equals 22, or 18 plus x equals 22. Then you're going to solve. So think 18 plus what equals 22? 18 plus 4 equals 22, so x is equal to 4. So the 4th side should be 4 inches long. You can also subtract to find it. So saying 22 minus 18 equals 4. All right, now we're going to look at 4 practice problems, and then you have some to work out on your own. All right, in this problem on the previous page, why does x plus 4 plus 6 plus 4 equal the perimeter 22 inches. So let's look back there. So we know that this equals the perimeter because it is the distance, or if we were to add all these sides together, that will tell us the total perimeter. All right, and we were already given 3 of the sides and we were given the total, so we could use that and subtract to find that missing amount. So that x was our missing amount, which we found to be 4. All right, number 2. Write an equation you could use to find the length of the missing side of this triangle. So I'm going to first draw my triangle best that I can, and then I'm going to put in my x, which is my unknown, 3 centimeters and 8 centimeters, and I know that the total is 23 centimeters. So here's what I got going on. So first, I know my total, which is 23. So if I wanted to do a bar diagram, I could do something like this and say, okay, 23 is my total, and what makes up that 23 is 3 parts: my 8 centimeters, my 3 centimeters, and my x centimeters. So these 3 parts will equal 23. So I know that the number is not going to be any larger than 23. That wouldn't make sense because, like I said, it's my total. So I'm going to start with figuring out the sides that I do know, which is 8 and 3. So if I add together 3 plus 8, I'm going to get 11. And then my unit is centimeters, of course. So I know that 11 centimeters is the length of these 2 sides. So now I can take my total, 23, and subtract 11 from it. So 3 minus 1 gives me 2. 2 minus 1 gives me 1. And I'm ending up with 12 centimeters. So this missing length right here is equal to 12 centimeters. Now let's look at number 3. So for 3 and 4, we're finding the length of the missing side of each polygon. So again, we know our total and we know some of our sides, and we need to determine what the other sides are. 3, I have a perimeter of 30 centimeters. I know this side is 8 centimeters, this side is 12 centimeters, and this is my unknown. So here I have it right here. So I know that this right here is my total. So I'm going to start with adding together the sides that I do know, which is 12 and 8. So when I add these together, I am going to get 20 centimeters. So I know that these 2 sides are going to give me 20 centimeters. So now I can take my total, which is 30 centimeters, subtract my 20, and I'm going to get 10 centimeters. So my missing side length right here, I can put 10 centimeters. So if I were to add these all together, I will get 30 as my perimeter. Now let's look down here. This one has a little bit more sides than we've been working with. It is a pentagon. So let's start with my perimeter. I know my perimeter is 25 feet, and I know the length of 4 of my sides. These 2 are 7 feet, and then the 2 at the top are 4 feet. And at the very bottom, my unknown is S feet. So S is my unknown. So I can start by adding these together and saying 4 plus 4 gives me 8 7 plus 7 gives me 14. Now I can add together 14 and 8, 10, 11, 12 to get 22. And then my total perimeter is 25. So now I can take my total 25 and subtract 22, what I already know, and I'm going to get 3 feet. So this S right here is going to be equal to 3 feet. All right, so now that I've worked out those practice problems, you have some to be working out independently. Remember, for these problems, you are given your perimeter and you're given the length of all the other sides. So you're going to be finding the missing length of one side. So these are going to most likely be a multi-step problem. So go ahead and try them out. Good luck.